to take allowances away, not just like that.
If we lose the rent allowance, we'll get it some other way.
Yeah, built into paying tax. You talk to Reg Hollis.
Nobody talks to Reg Hollis. Reg Hollis talks to you.
We'll be worse off.
I'll pinned you in a corner of the office, did he? Reg is good at that. Cuts off your retreat. Very clever.
Very funny. Keep it down.
Oi!
Oh, everybody's got crowded cells.
Crowded cells, but it's like the Mile End Road in the rush hour, and it's every week now, Tom, and we're at the sharp end.
And when are these councillors due?
You can do without them and all.
Yeah, it's no good getting wound up just because they're coming to check on
Yeah,
you.
but there's no point in them coming to look at the problem. I mean, any fool can look at the problem.
Just leave your bag on the side.
Tom!
Yeah?
Tom! That dentist you went to see, was he any good? Because I've got a bit of a problem here.
Well, he does have a habit of going for the wrong tooth, but you can give him a try.
Thanks.
He's been belly aching like that all morning. Why'd you let him know your name? It's fatal.
Yes, thank you, Ramsey.
I want to sell my own. I've told you.
And I told you can't, so give it a rest.
Money isn't everything, Ken. Count your blessings. Fresh air, free uniform, meeting the nicest people.
Morning, Ken.
Nice one, Ken.
One for lady.
No thanks.
Morning, Norman. Morning. Here, listen, you got a minute? Yeah. I've got a surprise for you. You've been going on about this for ages, haven't you? Come and have a look.
An abscess? Yeah, well, I know you'll have to. Well, is there any chance you fit me in today? 2 o'clock? Yeah, that'd be fine. Right, thanks very much. Oh, yeah. Crier. Robert. Right, thanks. Bye-bye. Right. What have we got here, then?
Found them at the lorry park in the Beaches Road, Sarge, chatting up the drivers.
What, no school today, then?
No. Don't think they had any plans to go to school. They were hitching a lift to Manchester.
Manchester? What's so special about Manchester? Come on, what were you going there for? You're putting yourself at risk, you know, in a lorry.
We weren't at risk.
Oh, yes, you were, young lady. 2 girls of your age hanging about, picking up spare lorry drivers. Now, come on, what were you doing there?
We were going to a Bros concert, if you must know.
Come on, empty your pockets out then. Viv, go and see what he wants, will you? Right, you and all, come on. Was that it? No tickets?
We haven't got any tickets, we're just going.
I feel sick. Here.
I thought I asked you to shut him up.
I can't. He won't talk to me. He said it's you he wanted.
You'll have to lump it. Right, names.
You're not going to tell my mum, are you?
Viv. Will you go and tell him I'll have a word with him in a minute, and in the meanwhile, will he put a sock in it?
Right.
You can get your cards anytime you start as a medical carrying you.
How do you do? You hear that? I've got to go buy one of you.
Get in the queue, will you? I'm first. Now listen to me, you slimy git. Come clean or I'll paste you all over the pavement.
Is this private or can anyone join in?
You finally lashed out then?
Yeah. 15 quid. Best there is. Hey, keep the bloody tank out, that one. All right, eh? Well, what's the matter?
No, fine. Good job, that.
My lad put it on. Go on, try it.
I told you, Norman, it's fine.
Go on, try it then. Hey? Look, just imagine it, eh? You're one of them. West Ham have just been beat, right? You're on your way home. All mouth and ignorance. Now go on. Go on. Go on. You broke it.
The wood's no good.
You broke it.
I told you needed a new gate.
That was deliberate. That was deliberate.
Get out. What's the point of putting a new lock on rotten wood?
Rotten? That's not rotten.
It's rotten.
Rotten. Right, that's it then. 416.
Oh, come on, Norman.
Come on, nothing. I'm reporting you.
You asked me to test the gate.
Coppers. They got about as much sense as my backside.
Do you realise how dangerous it could have been if this officer hadn't stopped you getting in that lorry?
I know my way around Manchester.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Look, you could have got beaten up. You could have been raped. You could have been killed. And what have you got to defend yourself with? 6 quid and a lipstick? Never mind about what your parents think when you go missing. Carry on here for a minute. Then.
Right, Sarge.
Hey, Sarge, give us a break here.
Why don't you shut it, you scoffed git?
Thompson, what are you up to?
I'm up to nothing.
Stay there. I said stay there!
Back off! Look, I told you, get back!
Wait there a minute.
All right!
Now just get out of it!
Sarge!
All right.
Sarge, you're
All right. All right. Come on. See what I'll do about the swap.
Now, you're laying us off, deny it.
I'm not arguing the toss with you. Deny it.
Don't be a clown.
I'll give you clown.
Listen.
Just simmer down and I'll put you in the picture.
Don't you tell us to simmer down, you patronising git. It's our job.
Now listen, you can shout at each other all day, but you're not doing it out here. Now move aside and let him pull in.
Hey, where are you going?
Stick with us, lads. Now, come here, stick with us. Stick together.
Hey! They're clocking off, Mr. Cornell.
There won't be anything done today. And you are not going anywhere till I find out what the accountant's been up to.
Rationalising the workforce.
There's a letter, Mr. Cornell, found its way into our welding shop, and I can't think how.
You've been opening my letters.
Oh, it was an accident, Mr. Cornell.
It's us in welding you want out, isn't it?
He's already been on the phone asking for you, the accountant.
You've been in my office.
You think we fell off a Christmas tree or something?
I'm not getting through to you, am I? Can you get off the street?
It's not cool to be so snotty.
Do what you're told.
Now, where have I heard that before?
Your job's safe, isn't it?
They'll always have a job, Joe, kicking us around.
Move.
Get lost, lady. This has nothing to do with the
No,
old
no, lads, she's right. We shouldn't be discussing it out here on the street. Now, get out of the way, let him come in, we'll discuss it inside.
I'll have you, Briggs.
I'm sorry about that, love. Now, park your car, Mr. Cornell, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get Maisie to make us all a nice cup of tea, all right?
You've got some face.
Inside, please, Mr. Cornell.
That's always been our problem, love, you know what I mean? Jumping to conclusions. I mean, there he is, poor old thing, trying to do his best for the firm, and what's he get in return? A mouthful of abuse. Now, park your car, Mr. Cornell, and we'll discuss things with you. We'll be in your office.
Stay out of my office. Nothing but trouble him. His welding shop's Arthur Scargill.
What you might call the pits, eh?
You're a comedian and all.
Well, you meet so many, it rubs off.
Excuse me, I don't know what to do.
What's the problem,
I've
madam?
knocked myself out the car. Over here, look. Look, the keys, they're only in the ignition.
You tried the other door?
He grabbed me by the throat.
Look, I've told you.
Frightened me to death. My own son. I didn't clean his shoes. That's all it was over. Oh, I don't know. One of these days.
Cleaning his shoes?
I'm a fool to myself, I know. He's gone out now, thank the
Look,
Lord.
go and report to the
Oh, I
station.
couldn't.
No, you must.
How can I?
Oh, look,
Suppose
I
I was
haven't
to
got the
find
time.
out.
Please do as I suggest. Sierra Oscar from 832. Cornell Engineering, Bailey Street. Then around with the boss out on the street. I'm going to have to deal. Another PC would be handy.
I thought Melvin was with you.
No, Sarge. I don't think he's far away, though.
Give me a description.
I'll send him along, Claire, out.
There's a way of doing it, you know. You
Sorry.
climbed something down the lock and the door opened. That's right. You did it for a friend of mine. One of you did.
Well, he shouldn't have.
Oh, I've made a special trip to the supermarket early this morning.
Go on, we
Got a spare
I haven't
key.
got a spare key.
It'll only take a minute.
You just slipped something
There's a
about
garage
me.
2 streets down. You'll have to go there. 416, go ahead.
Be defrosted. I don't know.
Cornell Engineering in Barley Street. Boss and his men having a ding-dong. Claire's over there dealing.
I'm having the lot of them.
I said away from the gates now.
Out, you finished.
Oh, yeah, now what do you think, lads?
Do you want to leave?
Get off my premises now.
Somebody gets
Oh, stuff this for going to solve this coming.
Hey, quick, let's smash the place up. Yeah, you. Oh. Get round the side, quick.
Move this door!
Right, that is it.
Oh, you just won't give up, will you?
More coffee?
No.
The point is, Mrs. Mullins, criminals work a 7-day week. I'm sure Mr. Longman's told you. Sunhill is a small station. We're not really equipped to cope with remand prisoners.
The prison officers' strike didn't help either, I suppose, Charles?
Of course not. It was as difficult for them as it was for us. Put everybody under a lot of pressure.
I think under the circumstances, it's the pressure on the prisoners that I'm more concerned about.
Well, indeed, we all are. I'm sure you'd agree they'd be much better served under a less antiquated system. Look, if you're both ready, Inspector Fraser will show you around.
Thank you for your time, Superintendent.
Not at all. The more people that come and see the problem at first hand, the more chance there is that something will get sorted out.
I've been telling these men for weeks there's no call for redundancies.
Yeah, but it's more than redundancies, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think you men quite understand the situation here.
Look, he knows as well as I do. Now, do you want me to tell her, eh? Do you? I was going to get the press in when he could
All
start...
right, now calm down. I do understand your concern.
Oh, no, you don't, love.
Look, what exactly is going on here, Mr. Cornell?
It's an industrial dispute, nothing more. He's just an agitator causing trouble. Now, there's nothing wrong with the rest of them. Look, settle for 40 pence an hour and your jobs are safe. The accountant's worked out all the figures.
It's not the money.
Oh, you don't want the money lent, do you, eh? Or the rest of you?
Now, listen, he's trying to split us.
What's your name, sir?
Now, we're staying put. If he wants us out, he can get a court order.
That's right.
Nobby Briggs.
If you stay put, you sit down and you talk it through, OK?
Well, it's worth talking about, isn't it?
It might be for you, Len, but the rest of us have got a few principles.
I'll just get that.
No, you don't. That'll be the accountant.
Mr. Briggs.
I'm going to check these figures of yours. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Keep out of my office, Briggs!
Mr. Briggs, don't be stupid. Now tell them to pack it in.
Do us a favour, lady. Go and direct some traffic.
Let me through.
Pot's been ready 20 minutes, so if you want stew tea, you've got stew tea, because I'm past my time.
Now, what about exercise?
We let them out twice a day for a turn around the yard. Some nips that don't see the light of day, apart from when they go to court.
Some of them must be difficult to handle.
Now, there are 7 cells in the male area, 2 of them, strictly speaking, are detention cells.
Maybe.
Are you moving me, Mr. Clare?
Perkins.
Come to look at the animals, have you?
Councillors Mullins and Longman, Mr.
Any complaints?
Aye. I want to move.
I want to sell on my own.
Perkins.
When does your case come up?
So waiting reports.
And yours?
Can he settle?
They're always moaning and groaning. It's mainly boredom.
Anything specific?
Yeah. I've been thumped.
All right, Thompson.
Just a moment, Sergeant.
Him. Not 10 minutes ago. Laid into me. That right? Eh? You tell him.
Sergeant? Look, Viv, you didn't see it. I don't want to know what you thought.
I heard it.
So you heard Sergeant Cryer shouting at the prisoner?
He just raised his voice.
If you heard him in the charge room, you must have been shouting.
Look, Thompson was playing up. He was having a go at the other prisoner.
You weren't in the cell?
No. Look, I know Sergeant Cryer.
We all know Sergeant Cryer. Look, Viv, nobody likes doing this, but I've got to, right? And I need to know the facts. Now, did you hear him threaten the prisoner?
No.
You went in and Thompson was against the wall?
Yes.
And Sergeant Cryer?
I'm standing there.
Where?
In front of him. But Thompson's a nasty piece of work.
He still doesn't get thumped in my neck.
Morning, there's a row going on.
Oh, like a lot of kids. Did you?
Oh, yeah?
I'm not making the tea no more. I've finished with it.
Told him, have you?
Always trouble. Never like it when my Bert was here.
Do you know where they are now?
15 years he put in there, good as gold.
Right.
That's right. 6 men. And we're only obliged to pay him 2 weeks' money. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Off it! Make yourself useful.
You put the figures in the post, will you?
Mr. Briggs!
Get off that phone, Briggs! Shut him up!
Yes, well, yeah. Thank you very much. So, no one need get put off, eh? You've already fixed it up, you slimy, scheming git!
No, I'm cautioning all of you!
You've been told! Now go and find a nice boy in blue to play with. Listen, I asked you to leave nicely. Now, I'm not asking now, I'm telling you. Get out! And take this tow rag with you while he still has legs to walk.
Hey, Nobby, there's another copper floating about out the front.
Oh, nice one. Pack it in or I'll call the station, you said. Hey, but you're sorry for us. I mean, you're concerned with our problems, aren't you?
Oh, now that was silly.
That was silly, was it?
Side door!
Didn't anybody lock it?
He's coming round!
All right, I'll come straight to the point. Did you hit Thompson?
I just handed him off.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means he came at me waving his arms and I pushed him away.
Do you think the doctor should see Perkins?
Look, he just wants to go into another cell on his own. He's been moaning about it ever since the shift started.
You know the score. It only takes one daft moment and we're all in it. If you knew what Thompson was like, why the hell did you go into the cell on your own?
Because I made an error of judgment, but I didn't hit him.
Bad, is it?
I can cope.
All right, you know what to do next. Put it in writing.
Yeah.
Let me go.
I'm sorry, love.
She's right, Nobby. Let her go. What good's this gonna do?
Since when have you ever stood up for anything? Now, you're either with us or against us. Have you got that?
So it's the bridge.
Shut up and get in there. Go on, in.
Nobby?
Now, how did he get in? Harry, do it properly this time, will you? Go and lock the side door.
What's going on?
It's an industrial dispute officer. We've had a run-in with the boss.
Who's we?
He's pushing redundancies behind our backs. And Mr. Charles Cornell.
Who are you?
He knows we're occupying the premises.
Where is he now?
Harry, the side door.
Don't worry about that. Didn't your mother tell you it's polite to answer questions?
Oi! Briggs! Cornell!
This is a straightforward industrial dispute. I've already had it out with the boss.
What's your name?
Never mind what my name is. All right, Nobby Briggs. I'm the welding foreman.
Is this your boss's office? You're supposed to be in here.
Are you?
Is that your property? Where's the WPC?
Yeah, look at the dates on these orders, Harry. The crafty bastard's been stringing us along for weeks. Does it ever happen to you, does it? Gaffer speaking with forked tongue. No, of course it doesn't. What am I talking about? It wouldn't happen to you lot. Honest as the day is long, right the way through the ranks.
I asked you where the WPC was.
The red door, first on the left. No, I'm sorry. I mean, that was only a joke, son. It was a joke. Listen, we're getting the push. There are men here with families, with mortgages. Harry here's got 3 kids. How old are you, eh? 20? 21? Listen, tempers are bound to get frayed in a situation like this. I mean, it's our livelihoods. Everything's all right.
He lifted his fist.
Which fist?
His right fist. He hit me in the guts.
I see. The doctor says there's no marks, no bruising.
Well, there wouldn't be, would there? You lot are too smart for that.
Stop mucking us about, Thompson. He's standing by the door and he uses his right fist. I'm surprised he didn't smack it into the wall.
Don't try, Tom. He's not getting away with it. My mate saw it all.
Oh, so Perkins is your mate now, is he?
He was needling all morning.
Your mate?
Your sergeant. He's been wanting to hang one on me all week.
All we wanted to do was have a sit-in, right? We've got no argument with you, and we've got none with her either.
You all right?
You're lit. Now, where's Cornell?
In the tool room. He's trying to get round the men. He'll try anything, he will. Intimidation.
Oh, and you don't know anything about that, do you? OK, all of you.
Hang on, officer. I think things have been sorted out.
Oh?
Eh?
50 pence an hour on top, double time on Saturdays till we get the order out.
All right, mate.
He's right, Nobby. We'll do this batch and then it's done. Finished.
No, we're not doing any deals.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it, Briggs? You don't want to deal with me, I don't have to deal with you.
You're a bunch of scum. Joe, where's Joe?
He's gone, Nobby.
He'll be back on Monday at the new rate. In fact, they'll all be back on Monday, won't you, lads? Except you, you're finished.
Right then, you lot, let's be off. You're done for the day.
No, you don't.
I won't tell you again, Briggs.
Don't you talk down to me, love. Is it worth it? Is it 50 pence an hour extra for this?
Leave those alone, Briggs.
Now, you wanted to know what it was all about. He's selling these through an export firm in Wapping. This is a popular little number in the Middle East. See? That's how they go on. They're still clapping people in irons 365 days a year down there.
Internal security supplies. It's all legal.
Nobby, if we don't...
No, someone else will when we don't need the business!
Leave it!
Look,
forget it, Briggs.
Urgent assistance required. Disturbance at Cornell Engineering.
Don't do that!
Where's he going to get you, eh?
He's going to pick us off one by one. Now, lads. Lads!
Briggs!
Back off. Back off. Use what? Back off!
van!
Okay, all right.
The sergeant came into the cell. Thompson was standing by the wall. When Thompson answered back, the sergeant came at him.
Mr. Cryer had his back to me.
You said Mr. Cryer struck him.
No.
You just told us he hit him.
I didn't see it. He must have...
Now, look, you little toe rag.
Sergeant.
You're going to be in it up to here if you don't come clean. Just remember, this is a statement you're going to have to sign.
Perkins.
Thompson will do me.
Mr. Cryer never struck him?
I didn't see.
Did he hit him?
No.
Right, let's get this down.
Right, you'll have to shift me now. When Thompson finds out what I've said, you'll put a boot in.
Through here.
Sergeant will be with you in a minute.
You haven't got a fag up the scrounge off, have you?
Sorry, mate, don't smoke.
I had a point, though, didn't I? Human rights. I mean, you understand that, don't you?
See if one of the others has got any fags.
Your sorts of fabrication. Tom Penny's getting a statement now.
Not that Mrs. Mullins will believe a word of it, you know. She of the short sentence and use of the caution. Well, let's get it over with. The usual lecture about the police policing themselves. You spoken to Bob Cryer?
I'm going to now.
I mean, what's he doing, pushing and shoving in the cells anyway? He's been in the force 20 years. He should know better. I want to see him at the end of this relief, sharp.
None of this was meant, you know. Not against the police, anyway.
Assaulting a police officer? Damaging police property? What about the car, Claire?
Mr. Cornell wants to press charges.
Sergeant.
5 minutes.
Perkins agreed you didn't hit Thompson. Thompson's dropped it. I need hardly tell you.
I know, ma'am.
You were asking for it, Bob, stoking up the situation unnecessarily, going in there alone.
Yes.
I won't say any more. The chief super wants you up there. 2 o'clock sharp, he said. You better ring the dentist.
Clifford? Detective Sergeant Roach. Listen, I'm sorry to bother you so soon, but if we're going to catch these steamers, we have to act fast.
That's all right. What do you want to know?
Well, for starters, how many?
Seemed like, I don't know, maybe 10, 12.
Would you recognize any of them again?
I might recognize his voice.
What did he say?
He said, do you know what? You're getting up my nose.
Oh, well, it could have been worse, I suppose.
Where you're standing, yeah.
Well, look, Mr. Clifford, I've got to interview a remand prisoner about these cases, but if you feel up to it tomorrow, I'd like you to look at some pictures.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
Well, to put it bluntly, they scared the life out of me.
All right, Danny. When is it?
Today or tomorrow.
Where?
The Paradise. Gets real busy at lunchtime.
Who are they, Danny?
I don't know, Mr. Dean. If I did, I'm not sure that I'd tell you. It'll make you get real nasty.
I thought you said they weren't into violence.
Not unless you upset them. And they're on air triggers, see? It's the only way you can do it.
I hope this is genuine. You know it's going to be acted on.
Straight from a steamer's mouth.
So, you'll need backup. I'll get onto TSG. Bit short notice on this. How many from here?
4 at the Paradis, 2 out in the car.
Yeah, now listen, I don't want anybody posing as waiters, tripping over their aprons and dropping plates. In fact, you better stay inside the restaurant and make sure they don't bump into each other. Who have we got?
I think June Ackland would make a perfect lunch companion.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Who else?
Stamp, Haynes and Edwards. Ted and Jim in the car. That's if Ted gets back in time.
Why, where is he?
At the hospital, talking to one of the victims from last night. Then he's on to the Scrubs to speak to Ricky Gwynn.
Yeah, well, we can count him out. How many of these cases are his? All of them, isn't it?
No, 5, I think.
He's going to be happy, man. Listen, if it doesn't go off today, I'll come down there myself tomorrow. This is reliable, isn't it?
Oh, I think it'll go, Guff.
Good. Well, you better get cracking. Go and see the restaurant owner. What do you think of the tie?
I'd have to see the suit.
I'm wearing it.
Great, it's perfect.
Good.
416 from Sierra Oscar.
416, go ahead.
Spencer House, can I see?
Here, Mrs. Murdstone, number 4, will you, Ken?
She's just called for the third time apparently to report a strange smell coming from one of the flats.
What kind of smell?
That's what I want you to find out. Go along and have a look, or a sniff, will you?
Thought I was going to get some peace and quiet in here.
Sorry to disturb you, Ricky.
What's it all about, then?
Information.
Try Yellow Pages.
Listen, mate. You need all the help you can get. When does your case come up?
Well, you nicked me. You should know.
Well, do yourself some good. Help me with a few names. I'll see you right.
Oh, yeah.
Steamers.
Steamers? Amateurs? I don't have nothing to do with it.
No, but you know people who do.
Oh, do I?
I think so.
Listen carefully, Sergeant. Steaming's for kids, right? It's for people who get off on frightening citizens. See, all you do steaming is wave a knife about, get maybe one piece of jewellery, one credit card, and everybody sees your face. Amateurs.
Well, amateurs or not, they've done 6 restaurants and 2 pubs.
Well, your boys aren't doing very well then, are they, Sergeant?
What took you so long? 3 times we called.
Mr. Murdstone?
That's right.
You reported a smell.
Yeah, like I said, 3 times. Go on, it's up here. Horrible it is. Even worse than their usual, that's bad enough. That's why I bought these. And this air freshener thing. Not that it'll do much good.
Where is this smell, then?
Hey? Well, can't you smell it?
No?
You've got something wrong with your beezer, mate.
I can smell it 'cause they're a mile away myself.
Oh, we thought we was getting used to it. Now you come along and tell us you can't even smell it. Look, we want something done about it.
Why don't you just show me, then, eh?
What's in there?
Well?
I can't smell anything.
Well, stick your head through. Good, Betty. Right. Now, is that a smell or isn't it? Just tell me. Because if not, I shall have to see my doctor. Look, I'll tell him I keep imagining this strange smell.
Yeah, I can smell it.
Hooray, you can smell the smell. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Right then, mate. Cards on the table. Your brother Darren.
What about him?
We're nicking him for the steaming. I've got a victim who'll identify him.
You ain't got anything on Darren. He's a good kid.
He's getting in with the wrong crowd. You should be around to keep an eye on him.
He's got nothing to do with it. He doesn't hang around with that lot. It's not his scene.
Whose scene is it then?
Don't treat me like I'm stupid. I'm telling you nothing.
Right. Everybody clear about what they've got to do?
Oh, yeah. Eating a high-class meal in the line of duty.
Excuse me, Mike. Is this what's known in the trade as a stakeout?
Carver in your case, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it may well be if you're not careful. This lot carry blades, and they use them.
Hey, I bet you can smell it now, eh? Look, if there's anyone in there, tell them they stink. Hey? Yeah, and tell them about the noise. We're fed up with that bass of theirs, driving through our walls day and night. Well, what is it? A dead horse?
Go back to your flat, Mr. Murdstone. It's all right. I'll be with you as soon as I can.
Well, I suppose he knows what he's doing.
Oh, he's Ellison young, ain't he? Oh, just 'cause we're getting this so old and awkward, that's you.
Sierra Oscar from 416, receiving over.
Go ahead, 416.
Request the attendance of the divisional surgeon. I have a male IC1 sudden death. Maybe suspicious circumstances.
You know I've always wanted to go to lunch with you, Jim.
Oh, yeah?
And not a word of a lie, they found a dead Alsatian in the deep freeze.
Oh.
Jim, I have heard that story so many times.
It wasn't funny the first time, was it?
He's dead. Not that you need me to tell you that. Good day.
Sierra Oscar from 416.
Yes, come in, Ken.
The divisional surgeon's pronounced life extinct, Sarge. Can you contact the coroner's office and get them to arrange removal?
All right, lad. While you're waiting, have a good look round, see if you can find any identification.
Okay, Sarge.
Right, we're off.
Well, think of us while you're sitting there stuffing your faces.
I hope the food's lousy. Yeah, you just make sure you come when we call.
Oh, very posh. You got your gold amex, mate?
Paradise, eh?
My dear paradise.
Paradis.
Sorry. All right, then, as soon as you can. I want to get that body shifted so I can get my lad away. Cheers.
Right, I'm back. 4 traffic jams and a wasted morning.
Oh, Ted, hang on a minute. 416 from Sierra Oscar. Are you receiving over?
416, go ahead.
There's a little bit of delay with the body removal, but I'm chasing them up. Have you had a look round?
Yeah, I found some ID for the body, Sarge, and I found some letters and a cover note on other names.
Right. Give me the details, Ken, and leave it with me. I'll have you out of there as soon as I can.
Sarge, I've also found indications of drug use, and I think the body's bruised.
Ted Roach will be on his way as soon as I can catch him.
Vodka and tonic, mate. Large one. June, you sit with me. Haynes, you and Stamp take the table over there by the rear entrance.
I'm afraid that's fair. Tiny slivers of
Mr. Gibbs, I understand your trade is suffering somewhat as a result of these raids. Is that right?
Yes, but...
Yes, and I think your customers, if they turn up,
marinated overnight.
won't mind sitting at another table. You ready to order, June?
Incidentally, are you going to pay me, or do I have to apply to the commissioner in triplicate?
Mr. Gibbs?
We'll settle the bill. We can claim it back later.
Excuse me, mate. Can you do me a plain steak and chips?
Ted, now you're here, you can deal with this.
I don't want a dead body. Give it a Dashwood.
He's gone to Le Paradis.
Oh, yeah? What division's that, then?
No, they've all turned out on those steamers.
Steamers?
Yeah.
Not the restaurant boys. They're mine.
Dashwood had word from his snout.
That's my case. What are they doing on it without me? That's Burnside again, isn't it? Up to his old tricks. Playing one against the other. If Mike pulls that off, he clears up 5 of my cases.
About this body.
What am I supposed to do with it?
For whatever reason, Ted, you're the only CID present.
If I have that...
Yeah, join the queue. Meantime, I'd be glad if you'd get on with this. I've got my lad stuck in the fact I want him out. I've notified him you're attending.
Bon appetit.
You sure about that?
Écrevisse Bernays?
Must be his. Mine's a soup. I thought you didn't like shellfish.
I don't. Why?
Tony, that's prawn cocktail.
Oh, no.
Bet you they're sitting in there right now, stuffing their faces.
Will you shut up?
What do you reckon they're eating?
One of that lot of gourmet steak and chips.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
All right, Ken, you look a bit green. Right, what we got?
Dead male, sitting in a chair, dead for some time.
Tom Penny tells me that you thought there was some bruising to the side of the face and head.
Yeah, I think so. It's difficult to tell.
So look. Any sign of a weapon?
None I could find.
Oh, it's a bit strong, isn't it? You spoken to the neighbours?
Only the couple next door, Mr. and Mrs. Murdston. They reported it.
What did they have to say?
6 squatters used to live here. Apparently they all did a bunk last Sunday in a blue van they always used.
You know who they are?
Yeah, I found some stuff. Sergeant Penny's got all the details.
Well, we'll let him deal with that for the time being. Any commotion reported?
No.
Or were they dealing or just using?
Well, if they were dealing, they weren't doing very well.
Mm-hmm. What was he doing here?
Doesn't look like a junkie.
No? What's a junkie look like?
Well, it's quite old.
They come in all shapes and sizes, mate. All social classes. Never can tell.
Let's get some air.
You think he was robbed?
Did it look as though he was worth robbing?
Difficult to tell. Wouldn't rule it out, though.
No, neither would I. Post-mortem should help when we get it. We treat it as a suspicious death till we know different. Well, Ken? All the glamour of a possible murder case, maybe?
Thanks, Sarge.
Take care.
Right. No steamers. We might as well go.
You're joking. You don't think I'm leaving this, do you?
You'll pay the price, June.
Ah, Dashers, old boy. No show yesterday and they didn't hit anywhere else. Lucky you, eh? So, what's on the menu for us today then? Same time, same place, is it? Paradise revisited?
Same time, Ted, same place, same team as yesterday. According to the governor, who's turning out with us.
Ah, the governor. I was only out for the morning. You didn't waste any time, did you?
You always taught me. Don't hang about, get stuck in.
Now, you listen to me, you grammar school ponce. They're my steamers, right?
What do you mean, your steamers? You don't own them, do you?
They're mine and that I dealt with 5 of their cases.
Ah.
And if anyone is going to get their hands on them, it's going to be me, right?
Yeah, that's just the problem, isn't it, Ted?
Is it?
Yeah, well, you don't seem to be having a lot of luck.
Well, your luck is better than mine, is it?
I got good information, and we had to act on it.
So I want in when we collar them, and Burnside is not going to shut me out. Nor are you.
Shut you up. Look, as far as I'm concerned, you're welcome. I can do with all the help I can get. Why don't you take it up with Burnside?
Don't you worry. I will. You seen Burnside?
He's not in yet. Oh, Ted! They got one of your squatters, the one with the blue van. They picked him up in Ilford. He's in custody.
Good. That blue van boy, any form?
Yeah, none we can find.
Listen, if you see Burnside, if he comes in, I want to know about it. Whatever I'm doing, let me know.
Okay.
You all right, June? Oh, it's no good. What? I'm never going to be able to eat again. I definitely overdid it yesterday.
He was just a bloke that lived on the estate. A teacher called Reg something, I don't know. He used to come in now and again, just for a chat.
A chat, eh?
He come in like he always did. And he just made this noise, and he jerked around and collapsed right in front of us.
And you didn't lift a finger to help him?
There was nothing we could do, he was dead.
So, why didn't you call for an ambulance? Why did we have to wait for the neighbours to smell him to find out he was there?
And what do you think?
Because you killed him.
You're mad.
So were you, weren't you, when you hit him?
Me?
Well, maybe not you, one of your mates.
No one hit him, he just died.
You were out of your mind, weren't you?
I don't do drugs.
Oh, no, not those kind anyway. I wonder what a blood test and a urine sample would get from you, eh?
Ted, Burnside's back, but he's going straight out again, so,
Don't go away now.
She's what?
Gone sick.
I'm not surprised, Viv. You'll have to do it.
I can't.
I'll fix it.
All right.
Someone's got to mind the store, Ted.
Yeah, well, why me? Why leave me out?
Well, you weren't here, were you?
Well, you knew I was coming back. Were you trying to make out that I can't handle it or something?
It's not about that.
You allocated the case for me in the first place.
I know, I've reallocated. What's your hurry?
My hurry? If he nicks him, he clears up 5 of my cases.
Yeah, well, if you'd put yourself about a bit, it might not have come to this.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, it wasn't your snout anyway.
I'm talking about cooperation, communication instead of snide manoeuvring.
No, you're not. You're talking about being overtaken.
I'm not taking this lying down.
There are people who think that's your favourite position. You stick with the stiff, Ted. Get that one cleared up. Might turn out to be a nice little murder.
DC Dashwood from OP1. Over.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, Mike, the cavalry's arrived, yeah? 3 at the junction. Hang on. 2 into the power station. And the rest round the back.
I did the cut job, didn't I? No, the cut.
Capital was out the back.
I'll sit there, Malcolm. Can you go and watch the entrance from the bar? Right. And stay off the sword.
I hope this isn't going to be another wild goose chase.
Don't worry, Mr. Gibbs. We'll catch him this time.
Ready to order?
I couldn't eat a thing.
Oh. Well, perhaps next time. Off duty. When you've got more of an appetite.
I thought you'd never ask, Mike.
All quiet in paradise?
Yep.
I don't know nothing about any bruising. What bruising?
The bruising on his head and face that we believe was the cause of his death.
You're joking. He just... What? He just died, man. Collapsed.
What, in a chair?
We picked him up and put him in the chair.
Hoping it would seem like he died in his sleep if he remained undiscovered long enough.
We put him there as a sign of respect, if you must know.
Oh, respect?
Well, it was the best we could do for him.
That was very considerate of you. And was it also out of the same respect that you hit him?
No one hit him.
What? So he hit himself, did he? Now, was this before he died or after? Was he shooting up?
He wasn't a junkie. He was just an ordinary punter. A little bit of a puff too easy in the city blues. That's all he was.
Someone was on H. No, it wasn't you. You're clean. Was one of the others out of his mind, maybe? What, something was said? What was it, an argument of some kind? An age gap? Or did he reckon you should all go out to work?
He was unemployed himself.
You told me he was a teacher.
Well, maybe he was a teacher. I don't know. This is stupid. He was just a bloke that dropped in.
Dropped dead.
Well, that's what I'm telling you.
Why did you come back?
Well, I wanted to know if he'd been found or not.
Had another attack of conscience, did you?
If you like.
We find the body of a man beaten about the head, the flats deserted. And like a sinking ship, all the rats, including yourself, last seen piling into a blue van and making off sharpish. Now, what conclusions do we draw from that?
That we were scared of the drugs, that's what. And that he collapsed and died and we all scarpered because of the drugs.
You could have dumped them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then telephoned for an ambulance.
He was dead!
Because you killed him. You and your mates.
Oh, I don't believe this.
I'm having the same problem. You had 3 days to phone for an ambulance without any questions asked. But you left them there like a piece of rubbish to rot.
Ted.
What?
Post-mortem report. They just phoned it through.
Heart attack, eh?
Aortic rupture, apparent bruising to head and face caused by coagulation of blood relative to angle of disposition, which means which way the body was slumped.
Well, you can charge him if you want to. Bound to come up with something under Ways and Means if we have to. Failure to report a death. Or, considering he's clean, you can let him go. Take him home, even. Find out where he's living now. Might come in handy. Who knows? Right, I'm off.
Where are you going, Ted? Mind, there you go. Right there. Natural causes.
Like bruising me, Snatch.
You'll learn. Anyway, I prefer a happy ending. Fewer forms to fill in.
Right, nobody move. We're police.
Mike! It's right, I ain't got shooters, ring it!
Hey! Get off him, Haynes! Out there!
Rocky, get him off me!
Get him! Hold it, toe rags, police! Hey! Go on, Haynes, go on! Stand still! Come on! Just wait! Have him. Nice one, Michael.
Thank you, Gov. Get up. So who's going to pay for all the damage?
Look, sir, if you just come over to
Well,
the
what a
back,
surprise. And I thought you were minding the store.
Well, you know me.
You're on sick leave. Oh, I'm a quick healer, Sarge. Come in. Sir, shut the door, will you?
This is Constable Malcolm Haynes.
Chief Superintendent Douglas.
Sir.
You know what duty elsewhere means, son?
Yes, sir. Chief Superintendent Douglas has asked for you to be seconded to his division in South London. Now, you don't have to take on this assignment. Either way, it will not go against you. Well?
I'm interested, sir. There is a very real risk involved. Still interested?
Yes, sir.
Now, I ask for you for two reasons, Haynes. One, the obvious one, you're a black copper. Where you're going, that would be a positive advantage. The other is, I believe you're a bit of a driver.
Yes, sir.
Now, do the names Neville Tubbs or Maxwell Sylvester mean anything to you?
Maxie Silver. When I was stationed at Brixton, there was a coke pusher called Maxie Silver doing the rounds. A bit of a gangster on his way up or down, depends on which way you look at it.
Ever nick him?
Nah. Bit of a slippery fish, as I recall. CID had him over a barrel once and managed to crawl his way out of it under a technicality.
Yeah, we'll be sure.
Sir?
Have you ever met him? Or more importantly, has he ever met you?
No, sir. Never.
And Tubbs?
Oh, I've heard of him. He's big. Bigger than Silver.
2 days ago, a local club owner, Rodney Marriott, was brutally murdered. The body was mutilated, the hands cut from the body. Now, the night before he was killed, Marins came to me with some information concerning a black driver named Raymond Curtis. Now, take a look at those. Now, Tubbs has never met this Raymond Curtis, who took part in a bungled bank job that went down 5 years ago. Curtis wound up doing 5 of an 8-year stretch when he was caught cold, tooled up outside the bank. Now, Curtis kept his mouth shut and took his bird without spilling who put up the front money for the job, a move that could have cut his sentence by at least 2/3. Now, that man was Neville Tubbs. Now, Curtis was due for release at 8 o'clock this morning, but we got him banged up in Wingett Strangeways. He's serving 2 months' loss of remission in solitary for attacking a fellow prisoner. And that's where you come in. Because you are going to be Raymond Curtis.
You Curtis.
That's right.
Come now.
Yeah.
Young lad, we have Curtis with me.
Come.
Raymond Curtis. You hungry, Curtis?
No, thanks, I've already eaten.
What? Prison food? You like prison food, Maxie?
No, not me. I don't like no prison food.
What's the matter, Curtis? Don't you like my hospitality? I asked you a question, Curtis.
What question?
What question, Mr. Tubbs? Answer Mr. Tubbs when I'm speaking to you.
Listen, if you don't put these two back in their cages, I'm going to do it for you, you understand?
All right, okay. So you want to be my driver?
Yeah, that's right.
You good?
You know I'm good. Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
So you're a hard man. Didn't you, go soft in those 5 years? Huh? I mean, 5 years is a long time.
Yes, very long time.
Things have changed a lot since you've been away, Curtis. Now we have the power. Isn't that right, Maxie?
Yes, that's right.
That's very right. I hope we understand each other, Mr. Curtis. Bring Rita in. I want you to take this girl home. Make sure she gets there safely. She's had a bit of a shock recently. Now, it's very important that she speaks to no one. Do you understand? I understand. Good. There's some important people coming down from Bristol, and I don't need no problems. Here, take this and buy yourself some clothes. You look like a cowboy. You got wheels? Of course. Good. Come here, darling. Curtis here is gonna take you home. Did Youngblood fix you up all right?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Tubbs.
You sure you're all right? You look a bit strung out.
No, I'm fine, Mr. Tubbs, really.
Take the Curtis.
Rita.
You be cool now, baby.
Oi! Come back here!
Will you? No, look what you've done!
Yeah, darling. All my fault.
So, what's happening?
Guess who's been kicked by a great big horse? Were you shooting it, Rita, in your legs?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, I don't think I could afford it, darling.
Shut your mouth.
What's the matter, Rita? Did I hit a nerve? Come on, girl, I want to talk to you. What do you think you're doing, eh? Think you're playing some kind of a kid's game? Well, let me tell you something. You don't mean nothing to these people. Do you understand? Nothing.
Stop it! You're spoiling everything!
You're a commodity to be bought and sold, used and discarded. And when you're all wasted away, you're slung aside on a dung heap with the rest of the human garbage. If you're lucky. You stupid little...
Mr. Tubbs said I'm going to be a bell girl.
Oh, bell
He
girl.
said...
What's the matter with you? Look around you, Rita. This is Peckham, not Mayfair. You're just merchandise to him. You're just another piece of meat.
I was there, you know, at the party.
Party what party?
The one where Big Rodney got his a couple of days ago. I saw what Maxie did. I saw what Maxie did to him. They promised me. They said I'd be all right. I told them I wouldn't say anything. You tell them. You tell them for me. Tell them I won't say anything to anyone. Not to anyone. They'll believe you.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
Yo, brother. We bring you a present? No. From Mr. Tubbs.
Nice one.
Mr. Tubbs like his drivers to look good, Curtis.
This is nice cloth dinner.
Yes, man. You, Rita, go and get clean up. You have work to do. Here.
What?
Take it. You want this? Hmm? You want some of these? Go on, bitch, take it. See, Curtis, you know, I'll get mixed up with that little piece of nonsense. She messed up, man. Nasty.
Is that right?
She only good for one thing. And that don't purchase. Come now, Curtis, dress man. You know, I'll keep Mr. Tubbs waiting. You have a pickup for you to make.
No. Wouldn't do to keep Mr. Tubbs waiting.
You better believe it. Driver.
Ah, there you are, Curtis. Now you look like a businessman. You should look like that all the time. What do you think, Maxie?
Look, you know what Youngblood just told me? Huh? He said he saw Curtis and that little slag.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I'm warning you, man. You mess with me and I will slice you up.
Maxie! What happened, Curtis?
Nothing happened. I don't even know what Youngblood's talking about.
You don't know, huh?
Hey! Look, what is this? Listen, I just spent 5 years in Strangeways because I didn't front up your name, yeah? I don't even know what I'm supposed to have done.
What exactly did Youngblood say he saw Curtis doing, Maxie?
Youngblood said he saw Curtis with the girl holding her, right? And he was holding her up real close. They was talking, man, we don't know what they were talking about.
Maxie. Curtis has just come from doing 5 years inside, man. Hey. What was she doing? Coming on to you? Huh? She's trouble, that one. You know that.
Yeah, that's right. Big trouble.
Maxie, if Youngblood had gone into that room 10 minutes later, nature would have taken its course and everybody would have been that much happier, huh? Huh? Isn't that right, Curtis?
I'm only human, you know what I mean?
You mean to tell me what done happened there, huh?
That's right.
All right. Look, I think it's time I have a little talk with Youngblood.
Just made a mistake, that's all.
Come here, Curtis. I've got a job for you.
Yeah, what's that?
Take that to the address on the envelope. Now, there's a man there who will give you a package for me. Now, this is very important, Curtis. When you get the package, you meet me at the club at 1:35. Don't be late. Do you understand?
Yeah. We're at the club at 1:35.
Okay.
I got to collect a package for Mr. Tubbs.
My son doesn't speak very good English. He's been here a short while.
Yeah, well, I'm in a hurry, yeah?
Hold on a minute, please. Package for Mr. Tubbs.
Right. Thanks, yeah? Thanks a lot.
Oi, come on!
Would you believe it?
Yeah, what is it? Excuse me, sir. Do you know you've got a cracked towel light?
A what? A cracked what?
Towel light, sir. Is this your car, sir?
Nah. I mean, yeah, of course it is.
Do you know your tyres need checking and you've a cracked tail light, sir? Do you mind telling me what you got in this parcel, sir?
Hey, look. I'm in the job. Do you understand? Now just get away from the car before you blow it for me, yeah? Chief Superintendent Douglas, do you understand what I'm saying? Now just go away. What? Look, just move from the car. Come on, away. It's Curtis. I'll bring this package to Mr. Tubbs. Thank
you. Curtis, you have the parcel with him.
Bring him through.
No trouble?
No trouble.
Good. Good. Give it to me. This is Curtis, my personal driver. He's a good man. Maxie. Now, we shall see.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah. It's done.
And now, business.
That's right. Business.
Your brother.
Is what?
I sure I seen you around somewhere before. You a Brixton boy? Me have people in Brixton, you know.
Nah, not me. I've just been up in strange ways.
That's right. Curtis has been away for 5 years.
It's a long time.
Must be bad, man. Must be bad.
The police, them just raid the yard in Deptford. It Curtis, man. It Curtis. Got to be him. He left before anyone.
Me? What are you talking about, man? Why me? Hey, move from me. I said move. It's like your head hot.
Hold him now.
I knew you. This is a blasted policeman!
Julius, huh?
off me, man! Get off me! Shut up! Get off!
What's in the box?
I've absolutely no idea, sir. It's the package that Tubbs sent me to pick up.
Is it?
Sir, there's a girl in a flat in Peckham. She claims to have been present the night that Rodney Marions got killed. She said she saw Silver do it.
That's just what we need, a good witness. Well done, son.
Her name's Rita, sir. She's absolutely terrified of Tubbs and Silver. She's a junkie as well. Can't be more than 19 or so. You know, type of stuff sad songs are made of. Sir, what was in the box?
Oh, that was just something belonging to Rodney Marions.
What was it?
Well, actually, it was his hands. They probably kept them in some deep freeze or something to show the yarders that they meant business. You know, the sort of thing, act of faith. You're right, son.
Yes, sir. She thought I was carrying them around with me in the car, that's all.
Call me anytime you need a favor.
Thanks, Gov.
Get yourself a coffee. Is she going to be all right?
Well, it depends on how she responds to treatment.
Do you know what she's taken?
Well, we know it's not paracetamol or aspirin. They're the only tests we do. She'll probably be able to tell us herself when she comes round.
Well, surely you need to know what she's taken if you want to treat her.
Well, not really. Basic treatment's the same.
What about her doctor? He might have prescribed her something.
We're still trying to contact her doctor.
Barbiturates?
They're easy to get. You should know that. Have you managed to trace the relatives yet?
I'm her legal guardian. She's my goddaughter. Her parents are in Australia.
Oh. I didn't know.
That's all right.
We're doing the best we can. Do you know if she was taking any drugs for medical reasons?
I haven't seen her for 3 months.
Oh, damn. How is she?
Did she have anything on her?
Purse, address book, no keys, money, nothing. I looked round where she was found. There was no empty bottles or containers.
Who found her?
Parkkeeper.
Something doesn't add up.
Maybe she's had some problems. Money, boyfriend.
Her boyfriend. Bob, this is Burnside. Look, I want you to pull in Terry Palmer. Yeah, he manages the Stargazer Club. Palmer. Palmer. What? Look, I can't hear you. I'll have to call you back. Never mind. What's happening?
The groom and the bridesmaid were caught having it off on the fire exit.
Looks like World War III. Did the bride do that?
She's hit her over the head with a set of frying pans.
I'd hate to see what she did to the groom.
Yeah, well, I don't think he'll be taking horse riding lessons for a while.
I'll send Bryn down to give you a hand.
Cheers, Gov. Nurse?
Nice try, PC Snowflake, but we're not open yet. You were punters.
We're looking for Terry Palmer.
Sure, he's inside. He's helping them stock up.
Thank you.
Testing, 1, 2. Come down to my bunker later on, my pretty little Fraulein, and we'll see what we can do. Oops. Hello. Oops, naughty.
I know where I'm going when the shift finishes.
Yeah, he's a pranny, though. You Terry Palmer?
Yeah?
We'd like you to come down to the station and help us out with our inquiry, sir.
What's it about?
Detective Inspector Burnside would like to have a word.
I ain't done nothing wrong.
Just get your code, sir.
Now, wouldn't it be nice to board off a long sleep like that? Make you look forward to every shift.
Your whole family are frigid!
Leave it out, or I'll lock you up!
Talk about my family like that, you
Right, cut it out, ladies,
Your
please.
son's got his brains between his legs!
Madam, just cool it, please. Sit down. Right, bang him up. That'll cool him down.
No, don't do that!
Stop kicking me! Get him in there!
Yeah, okay.
Terry Palmer been brought in yet?
No, not yet.
Let me know when he gets here, will you?
Right, Frank. I'm sorry to hear about your goddaughter.
Get Ted Roach down here, will you?
Yeah, sure.
There you go. Do you want to press charges?
Of course I do. She could have killed me.
Did she know about you?
No, she was my best mate.
If I had friends like you, I'd hate to have enemies.
Look, I should have been the one. I've been drinking since 12 o'clock. The next thing I knew, I was out on the fire exit. They tried to throw Brian off the balcony.
Oh, come on.
They did. They're a load of villains. You want to have a look at them wedding gifts? Half of them are nicked.
How do you know?
Her Uncle Billy Baines went round the whole family with them.
All right. Billy Baines.
Right then, out you get.
This way, Mr. Palmer. This one looks free. In you go.
Right, sit yourself down, Terry.
Well, it better be a bloody good reason. Good evening, Ted. Why couldn't it have been one of the other lads?
Because, my son, he asked for you.
Well, Tosh could do with the overtime with all the mouths he's got to feed.
Like the new suit, very tasty.
Don't take the... I'm supposed to be going out for dinner up west.
Well, we've saved you some money then, haven't we?
Yeah, well, the lady didn't see it that way. So what's gone down that's so important you need me?
Burnside's goddaughter is in a coma in hospital.
Where's he?
He's upstairs, phoning the parents in Australia.
Here, how long are you going to keep me here? I've got a sick mother at home.
Yeah, well, you'll have to wait your turn.
Well, pick me next, or am I black or something?
Hey, and why are you doing all this family first, eh?
Sit back down over there, otherwise I'll bang you up.
You're going to put a sucking it to see how we get.
Right, come on. That's you. You're locked up.
Your occupation.
Sarge,
Yeah?
we've brought Palmer in. I thought you'd want to know, so we can book him.
Good, well, now I know.
Bang you up as well.
Right, Mr. Austin. Your treatment's finished, so you can accompany us to the station, please.
I'm not moving. Listen, the hospital wants this bed, and we want you back at the station to shift it. Come on. Some compassion.
Compassion. Come on, move it.
Sorry about your goddaughter.
Yeah.
Did you ring Melbourne?
No, not yet. I've got no idea what time it is over there.
3:10 in the morning, their time.
Yeah, well, there's no point in ringing in the middle of the night. Nothing they can do.
I've got Palmer downstairs in the interview room.
Well, let's nail a toe rag. When was the last time you saw Tracy?
What's she got to do with
Just
it?
answer the question.
Well, I think...
Just answer.
10.
This morning.
Yeah, look, is she all right?
She's in hospital. In a coma.
I want to go and see her.
Are you still pushing?
I've never, ever sold drugs.
Don't give me that.
I want to see a lawyer.
Why? What do you want to see a mouthpiece for? You guilty of something?
No.
No? Let's hope we don't find anything when we turn your gaff over then.
It's hot in here. Get us a drink.
This is not a cafe.
What do you want from me?
You want to help Tracy, don't you, Terry?
Yeah?
Then tell us your source.
What are you talking about? You're all mental.
Hey. Will you shut up in there? You as well.
Mum don't normally swear. She hates it if any of us do.
Well, I suppose it's enough to make anyone swear.
Do you think you can get her out of there?
Well, I'll see what I can do. How are you feeling now?
Better. It's like something out of the Sunday papers. Never thought it would happen to me.
Well, at least you've seen him in his true colours.
I really love him. We went to school together. He's the only bloke that...
Oh, come on. He's not worth it. They're all bastards.
Yeah, I want to know who's going to pay for all this damage. Take a week to clean this lot up. Bloody hooligans. And we've got a dog show tomorrow.
I wonder if she's thinking of entering. Oh, now look at that. What a waste, eh? I could have done with one of those. Mine's on the blink.
Tell you what.
What?
These Japanese and I'll make some good stuff.
Yeah, that and teriyaki sauce.
Like I said, we had an argument. We said some things to each other. I told her to pack her bags.
What barbs is she on?
I don't know.
Blue jays, traffic lights, what were they?
I never gave her any.
Ted, what do you think of a guy who can let his girl lie in a coma dying?
Don't say that. Okay, in the past I may have given her some, but nothing she can't handle.
What?
Just a bit of blow, black leb. All it did was give her the giggles.
What else?
Speed, just to keep her going at parties. Nothing heavy.
How about smack?
Well, she wanted to try some, but I never let her. I wouldn't give her anything she couldn't handle. I mean, I've seen what it can do.
What happened when you said no?
Nothing. Please, can I go and see her?
Did you hit her?
No, I didn't hit her. I thought she'd come back. We've had rucks before. She always come back. This time she never took her key.
Have you ever hit her before, Terry?
Sometimes we argue, that's all.
Have you hit her?
Can I go and see her?
What about this morning? Answer me!
Just a few slaps. In the heat of the moment. Don't start putting the guilt on me. Where you been the last 3 months, Burnside? What? No, leave it out!
You better come up with the answers I want to hear. Do you know that?
Come on. Cool down. Come on, outside. Come on. In here.
That scum's guilty and you know it.
All I know is you can't go back in there the way you are.
He's laughing at us.
Don't talk nonsense.
If only we knew what he'd given her, it would help. Why don't the hospitals get their finger out?
Whatever that girl's taken doesn't mean it's him. You're clutching at straws.
He's guilty.
Listen, Frank. Let me go back in on my own and talk to him.
Why? You think I'm up to it?
Oh, this is crazy talk. You know you can't let your personal feelings get in the way. Give me 10 minutes with him.
All right.
And right forefinger there. Print there. Good. Right, if you'd sit down now, please. Not you, madam, if you'd stand over by the door, please.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Right, if you just sit still, I'll take your photograph. It won't take a minute.
Oh, don't cry, baby. Come on.
But she won't want that in the wedding album.
Right, just sit still for me.
Well, you're dead right, Terry. If he had taken more interest in her, this would never have happened. You must feel the same, but it'll be worse for you.
What are you trying to get at?
Well, if she dies, you're going to have to live with your conscience for the rest of your life.
I never...
We found your fingerprints on the bottle, Terry.
What bottle?
The pill bottle we found on Tracy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, you come clean now, and I'll make sure you get a fair deal.
You're not listening to me!
Sit down, Terry. Don't lose your rag. I can help you.
For the last few months, she's been behaving strangely. I told her to go and see a doctor. No one else saw her like it. Her moods kept changing. One minute she's over the moon, the next minute she's down in the dumps.
Why didn't you get her to ring Burnside?
She did. But he didn't have time to listen. He was too busy. And it really got bad. She went and picked up some mail from the house she used to live in with her parents. Her mother's old bank had sent her a credit card by mistake, and Tracy started to use it. She could forge her mum's signature. It was as if she was on high all the time.
What did you think?
I told her it was crazy. I'm talking thousands of pounds worth of gear here. I didn't know what was coming through the door next.
What did you think?
I told you. I didn't like what was going down. And then this morning we had this big argument about it.
Where did she get the drugs from if you didn't give them to her?
Well, they're not exactly that hard to come by, are they?
It's going to cost you £2.50. Would you get that mutt off the counter, please, sir?
I'll have to change its name to Houdini. It's costing me a small fortune. Oh, come here. Oh, good boy. I'm sorry about this. Right, 250. Here we are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here's your pen back.
Thank you.
So this is the infamous groom, eh?
Yes, Sarge.
You know you cost me a month in paperwork.
Is my wife here?
I don't think she wants to talk to you.
Come on, this way.
Hey, Viv.
Yeah?
You got a result with those wedding presents.
Oh, good.
What do you mean?
We'll find out.
How long are you going to keep me here? I've got a home to go to.
Well, we also need you to answer some questions on electrical goods that were stolen in a robbery 2 weeks ago. And don't tell me you bought them from a bloke in a pub.
I want a brief.
Jim and Mike have just got back from Palmer's.
And?
Oh, he's dealing all right. LSD, cannabis, more than enough for his punters. Let's get in. Frank, wait. It still doesn't mean he gave Tracy anything. Leave it out. It doesn't. She OD'd. She didn't try to fly through the air.
What are you trying to say?
I think she tried to take her own life.
No. No, you don't know her, Ted. She's not that kind of a kid.
She's a young woman, Frank. She's not a kid.
I'm sorry.
You've got to admit that there's a possibility. It's classic. The plea for help. How many times have you seen it before?
I don't need you preaching at me,
You
Ted.
don't know her. It's not just drugs. She went on a spending spree with her mother's credit card. She's gone up the wall and over the other side, Frank. You don't know her. You haven't seen her for 3 months.
No! Palmer told you all this and you swallowed it.
It's all at the apartment. It's staring you right in the face and you can't see it.
Shut up!
Frank? The hospital have just rung. Tracy died about 10 minutes ago. The doctor said there's nothing they could do. There was no way of knowing. Her heart speeded up and then it just stopped. Seems to happen with certain sorts of drugs. They tried to resuscitate her, but she wouldn't respond.
Do they think she killed herself?
Seems likely. She probably overdosed on some antidepressant. They can't be certain.
Right.
They're still trying to reach her GP. They said he'd be able to confirm if she was given a prescription. I am sorry, Frank. I'd better break and use the power.
No, leave it, Ted. I'll do it.
You sure?
Just give me 5 minutes. Outside.
Tracy's dead, isn't she? She killed herself. I didn't give her anything. You gotta believe me, I didn't. I want to see her.
You're not seeing anything. Except 4 walls. I'm putting you where you belong. We found drugs in your flat. And I'm doing you for dealing.
She didn't even know they were there.
You're a dealer.
I didn't give her the drugs.
How many other lives have you wrecked?
You make me sick, Burnside.
The feeling is mutual.
She always said you were a bastard. Go on. Hit me.
Take him to the charge room.
Don't you touch me. Where were you, Burnside?
Where are you? Hey!
I only popped out to say goodbye. She got a bit carried away, that's all.
Why didn't you say goodbye to her yesterday?
We had the stag bash yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, that was a great service, though, wasn't it, Brian? Well, shall I just come to your place?
I know that. I'll deal with it in a minute. Frank, I'll deal with it in a minute. Frank!
We got through to the GP. He prescribed a 50 amitriptyline.
Right. Where's Ted?
He said he'd meet you across the pub. But he's left his bottle on your desk for you.
Hello, Jackie? It's Frank. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. What time is it here? Nearly bedtime. Oh, breakfast. Then off to the beach? Lucky you. No. No, it's been raining all week. Listen, Jackie. Can I...
That's what you're doing, boys! Yeah! All right! Move, run! Nick it!
832 from Sarah Oscar, you're receiving over.
Receiving.
Need assistance at Broadway, pop and seize.
Yeah, all right, 832. This is Sergeant Cryer. I'm receiving. Look, can you give me an exact location?
I'm right behind you, Bob. Lick it, man! Lick it! Run! Move! Come on! Come on, move it! Oh! Yeah! Woo! Woo!
just my pride.
You sure?
They were like rats.
God, it's all.
Any description? Designer outfit, Army.
Oh, I'll pick out the little swine.
Oh.
Just you wait till I've got my hands round
All
them.
right, steady, love.
I am not your love or anybody else's love, young man.
I'm surprised.
You take that supercilious grin off your face.
Now, I think we're getting away from the point. Now, Mrs.
Adams, Foster Adams,
Right.
hyphenated.
Okay.
Well. Bit of sport here.
No need to be so aggressive, Pete. They're only kids.
I'll tell you what, kiddo. 18 months, your bottle will have gone.
Oh, come on, Pete. Whoa! Why don't you grow up?
We're partners, mister, remember that.
Again, treat me like this. You should be running after those villains instead of dragging me in here. Oh, I'm obviously getting the 3-shilling runaround. Do you mind? I don't want to sit down. I'm stand.
Get in there and hold her hand. I've been told to cover the lights. Yeah, well, Bryn can do that.
Filthy, don't you have cleaners in this police station?
Sounds all right.
She is. So kid gloves, no complaints.
Ah,
None.
yes.
Understand?
Running away from your responsibility.
I'd like to wring her oven-baked tortoise neck. Now be careful, Viv. She's poisoning this one.
Right.
Oh, another one with fat legs.
Sierra Oscar 85 from Sierra Oscar. Are you receiving? Over.
05 receiving.
Call at 37. Repeat, 37 Hugh Garden. Report of a prowler. The caller, a Mrs. Atkinson, sounds distressed.
We're on our way.
Look, I'm as frustrated as you, Bob. It's the system.
But you're not seriously thinking of taking a complaint off her, though, are you?
Not unless I have to.
But the place is going berserk, and she's pulling everybody's strings. I mean, come on, it's a contact sport. But once they're away, they're off.
Hold the phone, Inspector Willie. I'm just popping out for a few minutes.
On your bleep, sir?
Yes. I see you've got Ramsey and Melvin crewed up again.
Yes, sir.
Not compatible, Inspector. Separate in future, if at all possible.
But we're short staffed, sir.
It's always been like that, so no more. No more than necessary.
That's Iris slept.
He's wrong, Bob. Hasn't always been like this.
Well, for the real police, son.
CID, Pop.
Yeah. Not very big, are you?
Not on the outside.
No, one time they was guardsmen. Sweets in their club. Respect. Eh?
So?
Over there. I heard them. No way I was coming out. Kids. Terrible. Stones. Yeah. Let's see that card of yours again.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Oh, yeah, it's you.
Good looking, eh?
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Ah. All right, Pop, let's see what we can do, eh? Right, we'll have a bash.
Can you see anything? You see, if the real police came round here, things like this would never happen.
Right, Mr. Ramsey.
Come on, love, open the door. We don't bite.
Round the back! Monster! Round the back!
Oh, yeah, what sort of monster is it, love?
Get it away! Get it away!
Well, is it breathing fire, love?
That's not funny, Pete.
Oh, come on, what's the matter with you? Your just sense of humour exercised.
Look, you put the kettle on, love. Leave the monster to us, okay? Come on, Kenneth. It's all right, love. There's nothing out here.
Give us your stick!
Take it easy, Pete! If you ever do that again in my presence, I'll have you. And that's a promise.
That's what I want to
Just
know.
fix for someone to take you back to your car, Mrs.
I'm
Adams.
not as green as I'm cabbage looking.
Thank you, Mrs. Adams.
My instincts are razor sharp as far as people go. I'm not moving from this spot until I see the head man.
Leave! Woman! You're mad!
Get back, boy! Sorry, I'm not very in while he's in that condition.
But he's got a very nasty head wound.
And a great deal of unbridled energy by the sound of it.
So he's fit to be detained?
In my professional judgment, he's in the safest possible place for everyone concerned.
Right, but in the meantime, I'd like you to look at these two officers.
Yeah, I've got a really bad pain in my thumb, Doc.
You want two statements, Inspector?
I suppose so.
If we could go somewhere confidential.
Go on.
Oh, I'm all right, Mum.
Make sure.
He'll be screwing us for 2 fees. It's diabolical.
No wonder the National Health's collapsing.
That Ramsey's got some front and all.
He needs bringing down a peg or two.
Half an inch of makeup, 2 pairs of sunglasses, and now after I've bitten my tongue being nice to her, a bloody complaint.
Give her a finger.
Oh, this job gets right up my nose. Oh, and on top of that, she's reported 3 grand's worth of gear gone missing.
Well, you've got to earn a crust, girl. I mean, the pain.
Oh, my heart bleeds for you.
I'm card marking. That Mrs. Cynthia Foster Adams
Hyphenated.
is now waxing lyrical to Mr. Brownlow.
Oh, uppers.
Has that hurt you much?
Oh, about 500, Sarge.
You people are so used to talking to lowlife. You don't know how to treat real people.
Please do help yourself to a biscuit.
Not sugar in it, I hope.
No.
No wonder the Force have such fat legs. Eating those all day.
Put these through the system for me, will you, Sergeant? Saves on postage.
You haven't signed them, Doctor.
Oh, silly me. Thank you.
Seeing as you're charging, Doctor, maybe we should see if he's quieting down a bit.
That's okay, Sergeant. If you insist.
I do, sir. Hello?
Excuse me, Doctor, would you?
Oh, where the hell? Your bird seems to have flown, Sergeant.
God, where the hell did he come from?
That's the way to do it, boys.
Hiya. Ah, you just missed all the action, son.
Pete's been missing in action.
Ramsey and Melvin have just locked up the Yeti.
Oh, yeah?
The Che Guevara of the glue sniffers.
Ramsey?
Yeah, he got his thumb bit. Serves him right. See, the only trouble is, you know, the smell of the CICB, it's like Bisto up his nostrils. Punter's got a head like a red smile.
Sticked?
Well, Ramsey's blanking it and Melvin is just looking uncomfortable.
Probably gave him a quid. It's not Fox, is it? Daniel Fox? Big kid, dark-haired, scruffy.
Could be.
Bit of a local celebrity, is old Foxy. You remember him? He burnt his house down.
As long as it's nothing trivial.
Give us a look. I'll soon tell you.
You got your stun gun?
Are you sure it was Ramsey who hit him?
Yeah. Calmed down a bit, nicely. He was out of his skull.
Now what are you going to do, Sonny Jimmy? Hey?
You're making me sick.
You must be joking.
I'm going to throw a wobbly.
No, leave it. I've got him.
I'll get help.
No, that's no problem, mate. That's quite comfy down, isn't it, mate? Isn't it, eh? No. I said no.
I've got to.
No. Listen, we've got a bit of a conundrum here, Foxy. Now, listen. It's either you behave yourself, right? Or I am going to get welded to your neck with this glue. Hey? Oh, pigs might fly, old son.
For God's sake, Tosh!
All right. All right, now, son, listen. We've got a real situation here, right?
Look, you're crackers and I'm mad for letting you.
Leave it out! Now, come on, son. Now, do it. Do it!
So you lot can do this again? Libby Tigers!
Now, you better make it good, son, eh? Because if you don't, I'm going to nail your feet.
Look at this! Look at this!
You've been hit by a scattergun?
Look at something that laid me head doing nothing. Some big mad farmer did this!
Wait, sure, yeah?
Open season on travelling glueies and it!
Leave it out, son! Now, why'd you neck it, all right? I'm telling you, we're trying to help you! Give us 5 minutes, Alec, please. Please. It's all right. It's all right. Stop it.
Sarge, can I have a confidential word? I'm not into confessionals, son.
Look, I've been thinking. Don't you think social services would be better off dealing with that bloke?
You locked him up. You follow it through. 30 years is a long time to be a prisoner of your conscience.
With respect, Ma'am, nothing is too bad for scum like that.
He's got a split head.
Am I under caution?
Careful, Ramsey.
Pack that in.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm getting the vibes of a kangaroo court here.
Don't you ever speak to me or any other officer like that again, or you'll wish you'd never set foot in this division.
Can I have a word, Inspector, please, in private?
I'll deal with this later.
He's a ragbag, that man. Problems?
Nothing I can't handle, sir.
That infernal woman.
Oh?
She's got me climbing up the wall.
Come in here. Just stay in step, eh?
Yeah, I was forgetting you were a sergeant.
Oh, no. No, I don't need your eye behind this rank to deal with the likes of you.
You'll have to excuse me, Sergeant. Crime complaint to make out. You understand.
I'm sorry, sir, but, you're asking me to record a complaint from Mrs. Adams against you?
Yes.
What exactly is the complaint, sir?
It appears that I'm overbearing. And apparently I gloat.
Trouble with you, son, is you think the world owes you a ticket.
You don't know what I've had to put up with.
Oh, come on. Do you think I get cheesed off? Sick in my stomach, eh? Having to face some of the things I do in this job? Telling people the kids have been squashed under a bus? Oh, come off it, son.
I've got one, you know.
Eh?
A kid.
What?
Yeah, put some bird in the club.
So? Get a grip then.
with a mother like she's got.
Yeah, I've got one of them, I know, you know.
She detests us. I ain't round the streets, and that just to see him in his pushchair if I'm lucky. I just want to touch him.
I know. But you don't need glue.
Oh, but I do.
No. Sometimes when I'm on nights, I feel like death. The dawn comes up, and I can see horses standing stock still in the mist, like marble statues. And I think to myself, £1 an hour, that's what it's worth. You can't put that same case for a bag of glue, son. Come on, tell us, what the hell does it do to you?
Everything moves in ghouls. Jumping, like a film. Remember that bloke got shot in the head at the side of the road? Blew his brains out. And people diving out of planes. Armies of men with iron teeth looking like bulldogs.
That's a nightmare, son.
No horses are missed.
Gonna have to move you, lad.
Back in the cell.
Got another prisoner coming in, Tosh, sorry.
I'm not in the cell, please.
Tosh.
Come on, son, I'll stay with you.
Leave the door open.
I will. Come on.
Well, well, well.
Hop and see, Sarge.
Yes, well.
Yeah, listen, I'm saying nothing. I want my solicitor informed and a copy of the code of practice. And these, they're my personal effects. Record them.
It's not the car I'm worried about. She often takes it when she's in one of her moods. It's my house keys.
You mean Mrs. Adams is a mental patient?
No, more a lady with personality problems, you know?
And then you say Mr. Brownlow gloated?
Yes. There's one thing I do like about you, young woman. You haven't got fat legs.
Am I getting charged?
You assaulted a copper.
Oh, come on, man. I got the worst of it.
Name of the game, son.
Oh, come on. I'll shake hands with him, please. I couldn't do time again. It'd kill us.
Difficult situation, son.
I thought you was trying to help us. You're just like a pig in rest.
I know you're blanking it, but medical help, that's what you need.
Do you think so, do you?
I know so.
Right then. Bet I'm the fittest guy in this station.
Glue scrambling your brains.
Right then, how about a deal?
Go on.
If I can prove I'm fitter than you...
Which you're not, because I nicked you before.
So if you're confident, you do a deal.
So what does it matter? What if you are fitter than me? What do you want?
Drop charges.
I can't do it, lad.
I was right. You are the same as them.
I can speak out for you. I'd do that.
You persuade him?
Yeah.
And or not?
Yes.
You're wrong. Right, out of the way.
Go on here.
You watch this.
What are you doing, pushing the building down?
I'd like to see you or anyone else do this.
What the hell are you doing? Foxy lad, you've got yourself a deal. But make sure there's plenty of room up there for our chief super, because he could be joining you shortly.
Cheers. You better back me up, Melvin, or I'll stick it to you, no messing.
Talk good fight, don't you?
Yeah, I'll put your lamps out, no problem.
But maybe I'll just get a cup of tea, eh?
You just stay where you are. This pillock thinks he's better than us. You're my witness.
Go if you want to.
My own time, eh?
You're not my gaffer.
You should be living under a stone.
That sicko downstairs is being charged, mister. Whatever you say.
The full process of the law, eh?
Too right. Oh, and The next time I see you in a car, I'll bag you and all.
Empty vessel, son. Oh, by the way, where's your stick?
I knew it. Shut up. He knows nothing.
Section 18.
You what? On him, downstairs?
Yeah, so sticks.
Here's mine.
Put it away. So where's yours?
Sod off.
Now there's a thing. Initialed and all.
Yeah, well, there's no blood on that.
No. But there's bits of glass. How does criminal damage grab you?
Oh, hey, hang on a minute.
I'm your witness.
Shut up.
Getting a bit frayed around the edges, aren't we?
Look, we seem to have got off on a bit of the wrong foot here.
We?
Okay. Well, I've had a bit of a hard day. But I'm a reasonable man.
So what are you saying?
Well, I guess we could live with no further action.
On what?
Let him go.
You sure now?
Do I have a choice?
No.
I'll have that.
That, Mr. Ramsey, is what we in the CID call a convincing draw.
Anyway, I'm lying there, right, with this big smug grin right across my face, which she stubs out a cigarette and looks at me with her big brown eyes and says, Malcolm, if you're Britain's answer to Shaft, then one of my most cherished illusions has just been shattered. I tell you what, Tony, in that one moment I learnt true humility. I really did.
Hey! A wise decision, sir, I'm sure.
All right, then. What's the problem?
The lock's glued up.
Glued up?
Somebody screwed super glue into the lock. I can't get the key in.
You stuff this, I'm going up the road.
See? It's costing me money, this.
Only if they lost.
Only if they lost? Where's he from? The planet Uranus?
Mind your manners, Mr. Cassidy, is it? What about around the back?
No chance. Bolted from the inside.
Well, it looks like you're going to have to get in a locksmith, Mr. Cassidy.
A locksmith? I don't have time to call him one of them. Listen, you couldn't do me a favour, could you? Only I don't think these shoes are quite up to the job.
Just relax for a moment, would you, sir? You any idea who might have done this?
Mrs. Williams, what's it all about?
What does it look like?
Reg, do us a favour, mate. Take this round the bike, will you?
I should be getting back myself, you
Come on, Reg.
Oh, all right. Has he got a name at all, Sir?
Grow up, Constable. Of course it hasn't got a name.
Sorry, I'm sure.
Fishing for compliments, Reg?
Hey, which Mum?
Oh, new known beat officer, Reg.
Yeah, don't ask, Sarge, I haven't got the answer.
D.I. Galloway undercover.
Ted.
Yeah.
Where are you off to?
Well, I was going to get some breakfast.
We'll get it down the hospital. It's been a nasty GBH on a mate of Martella's.
So?
Oh, very sympathetic.
Well, what's it got to do with us?
I don't know. I didn't take the call. She just asked for CID. So go down there and check it out.
Thing is, Viv, what else am I good for?
You don't expect me to agree with that, do you?
Any jobs going around your place?
We could swap.
Not you, Viv. You're not the type.
Oh, no. Don't you know men love a uniform?
Not when it's worn for real, they don't.
Yeah. It's a bit deep for me, that.
Sure.
You all right, Viv?
You're asking me?
I'm sorry, madam. How are you feeling?
Ellison, Page. You should see the other guy.
Viv, a word. Excuse us, love. We'll see you in a second. All right. What's going on?
Cuts and bruises, a couple of fractured ribs. Just as well she doesn't have any enemies, isn't it?
Hey?
It's her boyfriend who did all that.
Her boyfriend?
Well, it's a sort of business relationship.
Well, I'll say this much for you, Viv. You've got interesting friends. What's the client's name? Address?
I've got the man himself. I checked her in here a couple of hours ago. Apparently she didn't sleep too well last night.
What, he's here in the hospital?
Yeah, he's in reception. You probably passed him on the way in.
In reception? Why isn't he down the nick? Did you caution him?
Well, no, not exactly, sir.
Oh, Viv.
Look, he's not going anywhere. He said he was waiting for the CID.
Do what?
Look, it was his idea. And you all wanted to spend spent a few minutes alone with Ellison. We went to school together.
You're very personally involved in this, aren't you?
That's him.
What's his name?
Fayoud.
Fayoud.
Yes.
Mr. Fayoud?
You are?
Detective Sergeant Roach, Sunhill CID. Would you mind standing up while I'm talking to you? You find this amusing? Now let me get something straight here. Are you responsible for that woman's condition? Is that a yes? Mr. Fayoud, unless you come up with a very good explanation in the next 30 seconds, I am going to arrest you for grievous bodily harm.
Please, Sergeant, what does this arrest mean? This is not a matter for the police. It's a petty dispute between friends, between lovers.
A bit one-sided, isn't it, this petty dispute? How many broken ribs have you got?
I had hoped that the CID would take a more understanding attitude. You're making a mistake.
Oh, am I? Mr. Fayoud, I am arresting you for causing grievous bodily harm to one Ellison Page, and I must caution you
No,
that...
Sergeant. I must caution you. You really must calm yourself, Sergeant. All this stress will make you ill.
Not as ill as that woman you put in hospital.
Ellison Page is a tart, Sergeant. Forgive me if I find your concern a little unlikely.
I don't like people who beat up women, even if they are diplomats.
Have you never raised your hand to a woman, Sergeant?
You disgust me.
Ah. For a moment, I thought your concern for the girl was genuine.
You'll see how genuine it is. Get out.
Oh, this is
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys. Malcolm, what's the SP on this bookie?
Well, sir, it's all to do with this dispute that he's having with some of his clientele.
3 punters had it away on some dog. Now Cassidy won't pay out. Why?
Well, he says he was set up, sir.
Set up? He said he was a victim of a ring.
Sir, can I have a word? It's important.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll be all right.
Try and get some rest. I'll see you later.
See you, Ellison.
Well, this can't be the end of it.
Mr. Page?
You're going to tell me you know how I feel.
No.
Traffic violations, parking fines. That I can understand, but this... He can't be allowed to get away with this.
A diplomat got away with murdering a woman police constable.
Hmm? And I'm supposed to be grateful?
He checks out. Branch confirms that he is who he says he is.
Which is?
A commercial attaché. Not very high up, and what's the difference? He still has diplomatic status.
Sir, that girl's got 3 broken ribs.
Nobody said life was fair, Frank.
Oh, terrific. And I'm supposed to do nothing, am I?
A complaint will be made to the embassy.
Fat load of good that'll do.
Stop it, Frank. There's nothing that I can do, and you know that. Stop wasting my time.
So what happens to him now, sir?
You know what happens to him now. He walks.
Great.
Frank! Let it go.
Any joy?
He said forget it. And that's exactly what I want you to do, Ted.
What?
Look, what do you want from me? I have done my best. There is nothing more I can do.
Well, as long as your conscience is clear.
What did you say? Now, I know you're upset, Ted, and I don't blame you. Go and find something you can get a result on.
Anyone ever offer you discount because your old bill? No. Me neither. I wish someone would.
Sierra Oscar 85, not Sierra Oscar. Are you receiving over?
Receiving, Skip.
Jim Cassidy's betting shop in Queen Street. That's the one you were at this morning. Your presence is required again. Can you get down there?
No, I can't be sure, sir. I just don't think he's going to let it go.
Intuition.
If you like, sir.
All right. I'll get Ted to go around and have a word with him.
Thanks.
Okay?
Thanks.
Viv?
Yeah?
Don't worry. Ted.
Yeah.
Ellison Page's father. Martella reckons he's up for a bit of personal retribution. She's probably wrong, but just in case, go round there and read in the riot act, will you? Tell him to get on with his life. I've had enough of this one, Ted.
Yeah, sure.
Ted, don't reason on him, please.
Of course I will. What do you think I'm going to do? Use the rubber truncheon?
No. Look, I've known them both a long time. He's always been a bit funny about Ellison.
Yeah, well, it's hardly surprising considering our occupation.
Seriously, he could throw his weight round. He has done before.
How many times have I told you? Don't get too involved.
That's good coming from you.
Viv, I'm a big boy now. Don't worry.
Who do you think you are, then? Mrs. Pankhurst?
We're not moving.
A man who trapped 3. And you are?
David Sorday. And I mean it, we're not moving till we get our money. You can do what you like.
There, come on now!
Hey, look! How much money are we talking here?
It's not the money, it's the principle!
Yes, yes, I know, but how much?
A monkey.
500 quid. I thought we were talking thousands here.
Like I said, it's the principle. No one puts one over on me.
Listen, scumbag.
Now look, I called the police because as far as I'm concerned, these people are trespassing on my property. I want them out!
You shut up. Now come here.
It's not going to budge, you know. Neither are we.
Listen, they're a pain in the butt, hanging round, sponging money.
Yes, but they seem to have a real grievance, sir.
Oh, give over. Listen, mate, they're the walking wounded. I just want shot of them.
Yes, but we will see
500 quid.
Our money.
Take it down the road, I said.
How'd you like to make it 1,000? Well, lump the whole lot on another dog. Winner takes all.
Do what?
It's just a thought. I mean, he's not going to give you the 500 cash, is he? Use your loaf. But he might give you credit. Oh, he's agreed to that? Doesn't know about it yet. Question is, do you agree?
No assistance is required, but if you could send over a pair of bolt cutters, please, sir.
Yeah, all right. Choose a knock.
Yes, sir. Bolt cutters, confirmed, out.
Might not need those. Your clients have got an offer to make.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Double or quits.
What?
The whole lot on. You got a dog yet?
Riley's Pride goes at Exelby tomorrow.
Well?
You must think I'm soft.
Come on, Mr. Cassidy. One dog against the other 5.
Janice, make out a slip.
Well done. Come on.
Come on, Sergeant.
Now look, Tony, my old man used to say the only profitable way of following a horse was with a bucket.
It's a dog, not a horse.
Oh, no, not dogs again.
Listen, I don't know one end of a dog from
If
another.
you'd been at front office this morning, you would have done.
But I promise you, Riley's Pride is already past the post. So come on, Skip, what about it?
You're a bit keen, aren't you?
Community policing, Sergeant. Besides, I just want to see a certain bookmaker put his hand in his pocket.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. Here you go.
Oh, come on, Sergeant, you're better than that.
All right, look, a tenner. And if it's not placed, you're coming back as a lollipop man. What are you having, Viv?
I'll have a vodka and orange.
Right, vodka and orange.
You look as bad as I feel, Viv.
Morning, love.
Watch it!
Muffy đâu có tí hồ ghi ra.
Call for Paul then, is it? You all right had a busy night then?
I'm off some kits on. Yeah. Oh, Manners cell 3.
Yeah, what about him?
He hasn't got any. Gave Bert a couple of stitches when he got collared.
Yeah?
Yeah. Morning!
See you now. Oh, nice to see a cheery face in the morning.
Yeah, well, I've just been soaked coming in here.
Yeah, well, right, let's get this one at cell 2. Get me a custody suit for him, will you?
Right, so
Yeah, I ain't going in no cell.
Yes, you are, mate. If you make a mess of this one, you'll be in serious bother.
I ain't even had time to have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, well, neither have I, what a pity. This is a police station, isn't it? Not a corner house. Here you go.
People about. I'm getting up, I'll tell you. Oh.
Right, Higgins, D&D, chalk it up.
Right. Sarge?
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
Who?
George Page.
Oh, beating somebody up. Diplomat or something. They do pick 'em, don't they?
Ted?
Yeah? A word in your ear.
What's that? Bit of a turn-up last night, wasn't it? George Page knocking 7 bales of sage and onion out of your diplomat.
Yeah, it's a shame about that. Wish I'd got round to his place sooner.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I went to see a snout of mine last night about the Elton Road warehouse break-in. By the time I got round to Page's gaff, well, he'd obviously set out. I hung round until about 12 o'clock and I just went home.
Nothing much more you could have done, really, was there?
No, not really. Mind you, I can't help blaming myself, so if only I'd got to him sooner.
Ted, don't take me for a prat.
Breakfast?
So, thanks.
You're going to need a solicitor. Have you got one?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll think about it. You're going to need a good one. There's not very many.
All right, Vivian. I don't need you to give me a lecture.
Why did you do it? What was the point?
I don't expect you to understand.
Try me.
Because I wanted to. And because you lot did nothing.
There was nothing we could do. And what'll Ellison think about this? Huh? Do you reckon she'll thank you?
Maybe not.
Yeah, well, you and Ellison might have a few things to sort out. But having a go won't mend any fences with her, will it? Or change what she is.
Don't talk to me about Ellison. It's none of your damn business.
You've just made it everyone's business. You suppose she wanted it brought up in court? Huh? I doubt whether you did. But you were too busy with your vendetta act to bother about that.
You think I can't? But I can't handle what she does. Hmm? It's the people who use her. Well, can't you see that?
Not really, Mr. Page. No.
Opening show in Ixelby for the 2 o'clock. And Ixelby they met. Even money, trap 4.
Go on, my son.
6 to 4, trap 2. 7 to 2, trap 3. It's 5 to 1, trap 1.
I think we ought to ring the Sarge.
Same price.
Okay.
5 to 1, trap 5.
Excuse me.
5 to 1,
Can we borrow your phone, please?
Help yourself, under the counter. Neighbours on the opening show, it's trap 4. That's even money.
Is there any reason why not, sir? Oh, your licence is at Swansea.
Sarge, call for you on line 1.
All right.
I've just been speaking to Sergeant Peters. CPS are going to prosecute George Page.
So tell him to take it to the sessions. Get him a good brief and no jury will convict him.
No, he's going to plead guilty.
So, what are you looking at me for?
I spoke to him this morning. You didn't go and see him, did you?
Look, it's got nothing to do with you, all right?
How about if I have a word with Burnside?
I've beaten you to it, darling.
Oh, I see. So it's all boys together, is it?
No, but he's got better things to think about.
What did you do when he left his house, Ted? Did you go home? Or did you follow him just to make sure he did the job properly? Eh?
You know something, Viv? For a good-looking woman, you're a big disappointment.
How does it feel, standing, watching someone get hurt? Makes you feel good, does it? Makes you feel like a man? Well, let me spell it out for you, sir. George Page is going to get a conviction.
Do me a favour, Viv. I didn't put him up to it. He makes his own decisions. All right?
Well, I've got one on you, Ted, because you were told to warn him off, and you didn't.
They're walking them to the traps now, Sarge. I'll keep the line open, all right?
All right, well, let us know as soon as you hear anything. Personal call.
Yes, Sarge.
Look, Yorkie, you know there's not supposed to be any unauthorised personnel in the CAD room. Now, what do you want?
I was just going to do a PNC check, Sarge, on a suspected stolen vehicle.
Really? What's the car?
It's a maroon Ford Escort, Sarge, found in Shipton Street, KLP 38Y.
Go on, then. Sunhill Police, Sergeant Peters, can I help you?
A maroon Ford Escort.
Yes,
That's your
all right.
motor. Brilliant.
Any news yet?
Not yet.
Exelby they bet. It's now 4 to 5, trap 4.
It's 4 to 5 now, Sarge.
Coming in, they fancy it.
4 to 1.
Don't think he does.
Yeah, well, we're all right. Look, try around the back then and let me know what happens. Now, where do you think this is? Victoria Station? What is it, Reg?
Well, I just want to use
You used a PNC, I know. Look, you'll know as soon as I do. Now, the pair of you. Yorkie, get out!
Yeah, I just want my effects.
101 Sierra Oscar, are you receiving? Over.
Go ahead, Taff.
Yeah, what's happening, Claire?
Any second now.
Exelby they're off and running.
Right,
as they
they've all
race
gone now,
towards
Sarge.
the first bend. 2 was fast
Riley's
away.
Pride is in
From
track
3,
4,
then
Sarge.
4, 1, 5 and
They've all
6
gone
as
round
they
the
reach
first bend, Sarge.
Nothing between
Number
2
6,
and 3. 6
Sarge,
was badly hampered
listen.
towards the rear. Going round the second bend and down the fast. Ground then comes 1, 5
Four's
and 6.
coming
Racing
up
down
now,
towards the
Sarge.
second last bend. And there's nothing between 2 and 3. They're matching strides. 4 closing all the time. As they
He's
score
coming
on
up
the
now,
final bend.
Sarge.
It's 2, 3 and 4 matching strides as they go for the line. And it's 3. Notice
There's
the
nothing
goes
between
on
them,
with 4,
Sarge.
4 and 3, they're matching strides. 4, Riley's Pride and 3. Notice the bay.
We won, boys.
Yes! 101.